and are really great resources educationally. They're really great resources spiritually because they're brothers, but they're also just like cool dudes. Like I've never interacted with like religious people before in such a casual way. You know, like you go to mass and you like talk to the priest afterwards, or you know, like we had a nun was the principal of our grade school, and like I guess we had a few sisters that worked at my high school, but other than that it was very kind of like informal and like distant. But like this last week I just like hung out with three of the brothers from all over the country who was helping out with our Lasallian Volunteers orientation. They just like were super cool. Like we talked about dancing and we talked about sports, and it was just really great. So they're just cool people, and I know that for some of you it's gonna be like she's living with like 60-year-olds. Some of them are younger and older, but it's part of the process, and it sounds weird, but it's super cool. Last but not least, what I wanted to tell you guys about is the school that I'm working at. It's called Demariac Academy. It's based off of the Lasallian charism, which is Saint John Baptist de La Salle, how it was like intended to be for the poor, and it's also based off of the Vincentian / Daughters of Charity tradition in history, who the Daughters of Charity were founded by St. Louise de Marillac, who's also the name of the school, and she was the first woman in the church to actually start working with the people. Up until then, all of the nuns were sequestered away in cloisters, and she was acquiring funds to work directly with the poor. So she would feed them, and she would clothe them, and she would get all the stuff for them. And so that is where our tradition and our name comes from. And so the school is based off of the San Miguel / Nativity Miguel kind of model of schools, which means it's an entirely free, tuition-free school. So our students pay only as much as they can. So some don't pay any, some pay like $30 a month. So basically they're all receiving like a $15,000 scholarship. So our development and our fundraising is basically the only way that we can pay for stuff. And it's in a very poor, rundown neighborhood in San Francisco called the Tenderloin District, where there's lots of homeless, lots of drug deals. There's not a lot of violence. You're not going to get mugged walking down the street, which is what we do. Walking, I mean. But, you know, it's kind of messed up. And so this is the area of most need in San Francisco, and with the help of our schools and our graduate supports and our family support, a lot of the families have been able to move out of the Tenderloin to the surrounding neighborhoods, you know, trying to make a better lives for them and their families. So that's cool. The school has a lot of really great faculty and staff. Most of them come from either a Lasallian school or a volunteer program, so they're all really invested and really involved in the community and the mission of the school. So I'm super excited to be a part of this. I started my new teacher orientation, and next week we have professional development and with the whole faculty and staff to kind of get into that. So that is my life in a nutshell right now. I've started exploring San Francisco, and it's really exciting. I've got like 2 neighborhoods off my checklist. More to come. So yeah. In the link, or in the box underneath this, I'm going to link a couple other videos. One is about that was made by like the Lasallian Volunteers as like a fundraising, getting our story out kind of thing. That's a really good video. So if you're still kind of wondering about that, you can check that out. It's a really good video. And the other is a video that was made about Demariac, that kind of shows you the gritty reality of what these kids are doing, or how these kids live, and then what Demariac is trying to do about it. So it's also a very good video. Thank you for watching. I know I kind of talk a lot, but I will hopefully be updating this at some point about school and my other San Franciscan adventures. So I will talk to you later. Bye!